Brosplay!
Are you guys ready for Dark Souls? I can't hear you!
So, my intention with this playthrough, as well as many playthroughs, but more importantly this one, is continuity. I want people to feel the Dark Souls experience of all the backtracking and all the walking and the leveling up and the pushing of the buttons. And a huge part of this game, and why it's, like, I would say it's the best Dark Souls game out of all of them. Although I haven't played Bloodborne yet, but I know enough about it to still be pretty confident about this statement. It's definitely the best Dark Souls. For a huge, and the huge reason is that you can level up at bonfires, and it's just such a slap in the face to your fan base to make them teleport all the way back to the first area. Because a bonfire is a safe zone. You're not going to lose your souls between a bonfire and Firelink Shrine. Like, it's just so goofy.
It's the same as a game where you go to craft something, and it makes you go through this, like, really crazy animation where there's, like, a bunch of stuff swirling together,
Yeah.
and then it, like, culminates and finally crafts. And that's great the first time you craft something, but then when you have to make, like, 54 of an item just to make another craft, it's kind of a waste, and it's kind of, like, patronizing.
That's a great example, yeah, of just, like, fuck you, player base.
Well, an example of someone who did it really well was World of Warcraft. Because they wanted there to be a crafting duration. They wanted it to be something you can't just pump out. Mm-hmm. But they instead just had your character put their hands together and just kind of rotate them. Like, just back and forth, you know, like you're working with clay or something. And then that was just the crafting animation. They didn't need to look good. They just gave you a little bar that said, crafting this.
Did you hear that? That was an unusual barrel sound.
Maybe there was an enemy in it. You crushed them at the same time.
It might be because I'm close to the wall or something. I don't know.
I feel like people underestimate how echoey it would be in a castle.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's probably why they put up tapestries and shit.
Yeah, carpet walls, yeah.
Well, just imagine...
Carpet walls.
Carpet walls. You know what, man? I used to put carpets on my wall, but now I just straight buy them as carpet walls.
I used to be like, how the fuck am I going to feel like Spider-Man? And then I got a carpet that feels like a wall. Why get a carpet or a wall when you can have a carpet wall?
I feel like we're beating that dead horse.
Tired of walls on your carpet. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
You can rip through everything, can't you?
Ooh, mystery key. But what does it do?
I love the titling.
Something I love. The fuck was I talking about? Oh, that voice that I do. Well, I laugh every time I do. Tired of something. And like I do it so much when no one's around. I'll do it to my cat. She's like, tired of dry food, introducing wet food.
You're just practicing for all those commercials you're gonna do one day.
Thank you for the confidence.
No problem.
No longer will you have to work chewing tirelessly with the dry food.
Let's be honest though, they're probably gonna be like our commercials.
Our commercials?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Tired of
not watching us play Dark Souls? Well, come and watch us play Dark Souls.
Tired of the high quality in audio and comedy from Game Grumps? Looking for a more down-to-earth, less professional look? Well, try Brosplay.
Hey, some people are actually into that, man.
They are.
I mean, look at the people who will only go to bands when they're not popular.
Dude, every single group that I see that increases their professionalism has people who say, like, the old stuff was better. Like, old H3, old JonTron, old Game Grumps. And there's a part of it that they love, that it's because in the old times they weren't doing it for money, because it wasn't their career yet. And so, like, they believe there's more passion involved. But
passion craft.
You know how fucking passionate, how much more passionate we would be about this if it was our full-time job?
Well, you can put your full mental attention and time into something when you get paid to do it.
Yeah.
When you're not getting paid to do something, even if it is more of a passion craft, like they said, it's not as much of a fraction of you.
Yeah.
Like, you can't give up everything when you work 40 hours a week.
Exactly. I do 50 hours a week, and was doing 50 hours a week when we were uploading a video a day. That's 30, or I guess 28 to 31 videos a month, while also doing 50 hours a week at another job. That's nuts. And I had to stop. I had to finally just, like...
Yeah, the video a day thing was insane.
I had to stop for a really, really important reason, and it was something that I want to let people know about as well. sometimes you need to stop doing something and you need to remove yourself from the situation to remind yourself why you were doing it in the first place. And to question whether you should be even doing it at all. And it was really actually helpful to stop. Because it reminded me, because I felt like I was doing nothing, even though I was uploading a video a day. Because I wasn't creating other stuff. And I felt like I was just, like I had no creativity and that I wasn't doing anything. And then I realized I'm uploading a fucking video a day! It's like, that takes a lot of time and effort and passion to want to push through that. And
I guess the difference is that when we create this, we're not designing it as much as it's sort of creating itself.
It's designing, yeah.
Like we're allowing it to become its own thing. Whereas when you work on a game or a video or an animation, it's something that you're specifically creating in a very defined way because you want people to see it like that. This I almost really just do because I enjoy the act of doing it.
Yeah.
I really like podcasting. I think podcasting is one of the only opportunities. Nice. That was a 10 out of 10 for throws. That was an effective throw.
You can actually bring them with you by rolling. If you get them like in a perfect spot, it's so funny.
Now let's not be morbid.
No, what are you talking about? These are they're undead, bro. They're coming back. Don't worry about it.
Touche, actually.
No, don't touche me. I didn't consent to being toucheed.
Hey, I will touche whoever I want.
You know what the sorry, go ahead with your podcasting story.
Well, it's just strange that nowadays there's never an opportunity where you get to talk to somebody whose only goal is to listen to you.
Yep.
And I'm not saying people are inconsiderate. I think everyone as a whole is inconsiderate just because of how much shit there is to do in a day. No one ever really fully, truly listens to you the way someone does when you're producing content, and you know what you're saying is going to be heard. That makes a big difference. The one-time conversation is so easy to be lack about. You know, just, oh, yeah, like, good day at work? Oh, yeah, no, whatever, you know. You fucking on Facebook and trying to talk to people. But when your conversation is going to be replayed both to yourself and others, like, you just have no choice but to actually pay attention.
Yeah, and this has also really taught us a lot about speaking to people. And there's a really common thing people do where they're waiting to talk, and it's not really a conversation anymore.
Yeah, I almost find, actually, podcasting turns down the volume on all other conversation. Which is, like, kind of a downer when you think about it. It's like I need to be podcasting in order to be at my full conversational efficiency.
For sure. But it's also put a lot of... it's really easy for me to listen now to people. Like, I can do this. I've become so much better at talking and playing games.
I've always been... like relatively good at sort of doing two things at once, but what I find it really does to me is that people don't like to go deep on topics.
No.
People like to talk about things, but people don't really want to like analyze that thing and go deeper into that thing and find things that connect to that thing, which bothers me because you know, you go to talk to somebody and they'll say something and you're trying to dive deep and they just want to talk about it.
And they just want to, yeah, well, I think it's like 60, like over 60 or 66% of conversation is regarding other people. Which means that's really only, that's 2/3 of conversation about 1/3 of conversation.
Yeah, it's ironic.
Yeah.
I guess the problem is that, like, at a certain point, I sort of decided that I didn't want to talk about certain things to people. Like, if I'm, you know, something bothers me, I won't talk to people about it unless that thing is, like, very empirically obvious that it bothers people. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I was, you know, driving the other day and some dude, like, actually cut me off and then went over the sidewalk into another lane so he could take a right. You know, stuff like that is, like, everyone knows that's weird and obvious. But if I was just complaining about some guy who cut me off in traffic, you'd just be sitting there going, yeah, it's traffic.
Yeah.
What do you expect? You live in Toronto, you fuck.
Look at this. Look where we are.
Oh my god, no. No. This is the first place, isn't it?
It is. We are back to motherfucking Firelink Shrine.
Jesus
Isn't this a
Christ.
fucking magical game?
I love the level design.
I love it. Dude, this game does not stop doing that. I think I've already been linked back here. I think 3 or 4 times in my playthrough, and every time I get there, I am more and more impressed. Also, I never noticed this until my my other playthrough. There's a motherfucking lady down here. Oh no, she's gone. Oh yeah, here she
Whoa.
is. Yeah. No response. She cannot speak. Oh
Whoa.
shit. She's
Hello, this is a talk option.
yeah, even though she doesn't talk. So she's the Firelink keeper, or the fire keeper, and she's the reason why you can level up at this bonfire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In the second and third game, she's really obvious because she's standing right next
to the fire.
and you actually have to talk to her
to level.
Yeah, in order to level up. We were just talking about something that I interrupted so we could do the Firelink Shrine thing.
Which is about the idea that certain things. Who's that? Was that your ally?
Oh, it's just some dumbass.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of an asshole.
I think I was just talking about the concept that certain things. Well, it was like you said in another episode, but in a Crackdown episode. Certain things are just good decisions, objectively good decisions, whether you like them or not. Mm-hmm. Certain things are objectively interesting to talk about, and certain things aren't.
Yep.
Things that are, you know how the you had to be there moments?
Mm-hmm.
Lots of life is like that, not just comedy.
No.
So whenever you have one of those moments, it's really frustrating because you're talking to the person and you're thinking, I wasn't there, so excuse me, but I don't give a shit. Not to be mean or anything.
Oh no, you wouldn't want to be mean. Woo!
Nice jump.
Thank you.
I'm excited to go fight that big, huge knight dude that we just nonchalantly walked by.
Yeah. Well, I had to unlock the thing.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
There's actually a lot of chests back here.
Morning Star.
And I think there's another one behind you.
He's got himself a talisman.
This is an amazing kind of secret. It's obvious, like anyone could get here. It's just a big open hole.
Yep.
But you have to go the right way.
And it... Ooh. Whoa! Whoa! That's another path! I've never been there before!
Cool secret! Cool secret!
But yeah, it comes out to an area that we... Oh no, we haven't been in this area. So this...
Oh, land unknown.
This is why... I'll go back for context reasons. This is why I thought this game was bad when I first played it back... Actually, there's actually recording the funky something in the Flaming Wallet is a weird half podcast that me and Dayton did. Oh hi! And we were playing. I like this. That's like the original footage of me playing the game, and I just didn't understand it, and I thought it was a bad game as a result. Why is that so bright? I don't want to die because then I'll lose my humanity.
Oh, my humanity.
Oh no, if I get the humanity,
How do you kill this thing?
it's just really tough.
Oh, it just takes a long time.
Yeah, and that's why I thought this game was bad, is because you have 2 options to go, and the one way that I just went
Has the ease.
is way harder. They explain in the beginning cinematic that there's 2 different directions you need to go. One is up and one is down, and up is clearly the way you're supposed to go. Unless you just love punishment. But,
Hey man, I love punishment.
He gave me 50 souls for that much time.
That doesn't make any sense. The other guys were giving you 80.
Exactly.
For maybe 2-3 shots.
Like, this is like the grief way. This is the way you're supposed to go later once you've leveled up in a bunch of bullshit.
Thank you for joining us on Grief Way.
Yeah, so I went this way. And thought that this is what the game was like. When really I'm just a dumbass.
Well, you're misguided. Misguided. Well, there goes our humanity.